They told me for years there was no money in podcasting. Well, they were all wrong.
You know, it's the last remnants of the carnival of the turn of the century, the sideshows. Like, not that was a positive, but it's very much engraved in Americana. It's very much engraved in representation for immigrants. Yeah. You know, I had this discussion with somebody. We were talking about just wrestling, and I go, I don't think there's ever been another brand that, you know, has represented immigrants the way that wrestling has. Pedro Morales, Antonio Rocca, Bruno Sammartino. I mean,
even
you had like, especially Northeast wrestling, right? I'm working on this new series about the Northeast like wrestling scene and from like the 60s on, and just going into it, and it represented the neighborhoods. Bruno was an Italian icon in wrestling. I mean, in New York, I tell the story all the time. My wife and I are in Little Italy. We're walking down to a nice restaurant. The Italian, I guess, Heritage Club or whatever it was there. There's a picture of Pope John Paul II, this big, next to a giant poster of Bruno with his championship belt. And it said the living legend. And I go, this is what it's all about. You know, like, you want, as a kid, you want to look on TV and you want to say, man, that guy represents me. Look at what we've done in the last couple of years. Kofi Kingston.
Yeah.
Big E.
Yep.
Bobby Lashley.
Yep.
That is representation for a kid that's watching on TV saying, like, this guy looks like me. This guy I connect with, you know, like, it's fantastic. And that's what I loved about wrestling as a kid. You know, there's so many different people, and there's a hero for everybody. And I think that's the key there.
Yeah, I know your hero is Hulk Hogan. My hero is John Cena.
Always. Your hero is John Cena. As a kid, it was Hogan. Guy.
Even though I started watching wrestling in 2007, like late 2007, like right when John Cena was getting booed out of the building just for being a babyface.
Yeah.
But even still, I was like, no, he's John Cena. He's the
Listen,
best.
man,
he's my guy.
As a 5-year-old, 6-year-old, I looked at the camera and I said, you know, this guy represents me. I'm Italian and Armenian.
Yep.
And who better to represent me than this blonde giant that has the skin of a hot dog? Total representation for me. I mean, you know, like, it was just larger than life more than anything else. But I think wrestling has a place in history in America. It's very tied into Americana. I don't see it going away.